I'm 49 years old. And what if I told you that that thing you're desperately chasing, the promotion, the business success, perfect marriage, even getting right with God, isn't actually what you want? I spent the last 30 years trying to figure this out. You see, when I was 19, God gave me a vision. I would own a business as a financial resource for the church. And I spent the next 30 years chasing that vision in completely the wrong way. What I'm about to share with you in the next few minutes could save you decades of pain. So stick with me. After seeing God's vision at 19, I threw myself into everything that crossed my path to make money. From multi-level marketing to drop shipping to various online businesses. I tried it all, tried everything, and failed. And all that time, I was working at a full-time job, providing for a family, and just praying for a breakthrough. And here's what killed me. When I would get a little success, when something would start working, it would all come crashing down. I thought I was lazy, that I wasn't working hard enough. But the truth, I wasn't lazy. I was chasing shortcuts. I was focused on outcomes instead of process. I was working hard, but in completely the wrong direction. But why? Because I was disconnected from God. I kept asking, God, what should I do? How do I do this? Never really trying to connect with Him. When the real question was, God, who am I? Who do you want me to be? But business wasn't the only place I was failing. I was living a double life at the time. The good Christian on Sundays, but Monday through Saturday, watching porn, getting drunk, and playing video games just to numb the pain. You know what I mean? Doing whatever made me feel good in the moment. And at work, I had a boss who I thought was my best friend. And I would work long hours trying to earn his approval, his validation, and his respect, overlooking my family and my wife. I was starving for connection, but I was looking in all the wrong places. You see, we're all born with this deep need to connect, to be seen, to matter. And when you don't connect with God first, you'll chase that connection everywhere else. I just thought if I could just do more, achieve more, accomplish more, then I'd finally feel whole. But the more I did, the emptier I felt, until everything came crashing down. I was 33 years old. After years of failure, I finally had my first real success from an online business. A $1,000 check. Finally, something was beginning to work. That same month, my wife looked at me and said, I want a divorce. That same month, my boss, the man I thought was my best friend, betrayed me. Everything fell apart at once. And looking back now, I see what God was doing. He wasn't going to let me succeed without connecting with Him first in everything. It was like God was saying, I'm going to keep you from succeeding in life and in marriage and in this vision that I've given you until you put me first and connect with me. So I got on my face and I cried out to God. And for the first time in my adult life, I stopped approaching God from what to do. Instead, I asked Him to show me who I was supposed to be. And I made a decision that day. Connection with God became a daily non-negotiable. Like brushing my teeth, like taking a shower, I wasn't going to miss a day to connect with God because it was a non-negotiable now. When I started connecting with God daily, really connecting, having actual conversations with Him he started showing me who he really was. Not who I thought I should be. Not the false identity in what I do. My real identity. Who he says I am. His son. You see, here's what I didn't understand. Your identity drives your behavior, not the other way around. If you don't know who you are, you'll worship what you do. And when you worship what you do, it becomes an idol. And idols always let you down. From that daily connection with God, everything began to change. First, in my marriage, God showed me how to be a husband. Not perform as one, actually be one. My wife and I reconnected, and the marriage was saved. Then with my sons, God showed me how to be a father. I sought forgiveness, and my sons and I connected in a way we never had before. The same lesson applied to different areas. Connect with God first. Let him show you who you are, the be. Then everything else flows from that place. But here's what I'm learning now at 49. The lesson of be to do never stops. It keeps expanding into new areas. 2 years ago, God told me to leave a high-paying IT job to pursue something that seemed crazy, connecting with men through YouTube. So I walked away, leaning on my IT support side business as my main source of income for this YouTube journey. But here's what I did next. I fell right back into the same trap. Instead of working hard at what God called me to do, I chased shortcuts, quick wins, anything but the hard work of building YouTube. 7 months later, I had lost all my savings, every dollar. God was teaching me the same lesson all over again. Stop trying to do your way to success. Be connected to me first, then do what I called you to do. Now I'm actually doing it, connecting with people through my IT support business, mostly seniors who are desperate for real connection. And finally, building this YouTube channel to coach men who are exactly where I was. Same lesson, deeper level. Your identity doesn't come from your bank account or what you accomplish. It comes from who God says you are. And staying connected to him is the only way for B to do. So after 30 years, it ultimately comes down to this. It's not about what you do. It's about who you become. Your be drives your do, not the other way around. And your be, your identity, comes from connecting to God, daily, non-negotiable. Do to be is always knocking at your door. It never stops trying to convince you of the lies that say, you'll be worthy when you achieve this. You'll be enough when you accomplish that. But you discover who you really are through daily connection with God. And from that place, the doing flows naturally. I'm 49 now, and I'm still on this journey, still learning, still applying the same lessons to new areas. Marriage, family, work, finances, purpose, you name it. Same lesson, different arenas. Connect with God first. Let him tell you who you are. Then do from that place. That's be to do. That's what I'd tell my 19-year-old self. And that's what I'm telling you now. Look, I'm here because I spent 30 years learning this the hard way. And I want to help other men avoid the same mistake. I use YouTube to connect with and coach men who are exactly where I was, working hard, providing for their families, but feeling disconnected from God, their wives, and their kids. If you're wondering how to actually start that daily connection with God I talked about, I made a video on exactly how to do it. It's a practical first step on how to journal with God, so click here. Thanks for being here. See you in the next video.